I'm Sean. I'm an American living over here in England. And for many of you, I'm a new face. And it might make you a little bit nervous. It's new. I understand that. For those of you who do know me, you know that this is something new. I've never been comfortable being on this side of the camera. But I can look at it as, well, two different ways. Either as something to be avoided because it's unknown and it's scary, or I can look at it as exciting, as something to be explored and discovered. I like that. You know, I think that's the trick. Treating new things like a journey full of unknown adventure. There was a contemporary Christian artist, singer-songwriter, a number of years ago, Stephen Curtis Chapman, who wrote a song about the great adventure. And it starts off with the words, saddle up your horses, we got a trail to blaze. I suppose those words have always stuck with me. They've always resonated with me because I'm a cowboy. I grew up in Texas. And to be honest, there's probably an awful lot that you don't know about me. I'm passionate about a lot of things. My family, my food, as you can tell by my unique physique. But there's two things that I'm probably most passionate about. That is my faith as a Christian. I believe in God, I believe in Jesus. And as a photographer. And you know, the funny thing is, my journey with both of them started about the same time. It all started on a family Christian camp, the Camp Ashram in the Sierra Nevada mountains. And it was there that I first had an encounter with God. At a young age, 6 years old, I made a decision to accept Jesus into my heart. We had been up on a hillside singing songs as a group, and I was so moved by the song that was being played that I decided to, when I had free time, sit on the hillside and just say, Jesus, come and live in my heart. And that's where my Christian journey started. And funny enough, that's also where my photography journey started. It's because of that new relationship that I began to see everything around me differently. I began to notice things that I don't think I'd ever noticed before. And it was there that I wanted to capture those moments. So I borrowed my mom's 110 camera. For those of you who remember them, very small. And my mom had bought a lot of film, probably about 10 rolls, to use during the whole time that we were there at camp for a week. I think I probably used about 8 of them in one day. I don't know that she was particularly happy with that. But I was on a journey. I was beginning to discover something that God had put inside of me. A love to capture the things around me. And what I experienced then, I still experience it now. Because photography is creative, I see myself in a partnership with the Creator. Being creative with the Creator. Wow. There's a friend of mine that lives in California, Dave Wainscott, a pastor, Dave Wainscott. And we would often meet up and have prayer time. And I remember years ago, after we'd had some prayer time, he came up to me and he says, look, I think God has a message for you. And I said, okay. And he says, look under the rock. That's what God's telling you to do. Look under the rock. And I thought, that's a bit obscure. I said, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. What rock am I supposed to look under? And what am I going to find? And I've struggled with it for years. It's haunted my thoughts. But I've come to realize, at least for the moment, what it means for me is to seek, is to look, is to discover. That's what lifting the rock up means. And I remember as a kid, we used to like to discover new things. We'd lift up rocks to see what's underneath them, dig down into the ground, find things. Yes, it was exciting. And there's a bit of an element of discovery in photography as well. There's been times that I've been to places nobody's been. I've got to see things for the first time. Well, at least not to my knowledge. And there's lots of times that we've been places that lots of people have been to. But the thing about it is, they're not there at that particular time. They're not seeing the light as I'm seeing it. They're not seeing the scene as I see it. I've been able to be here, and I've seen this picture previously, but now I'm here and I see it in context. I see the full scene, the full picture. And there's something amazing about that. And that's the way it is with faith. It's about the adventure. It's the journey. And the fact of the matter is, we don't have to go at it alone. One of my favorite scriptures, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." You see, it's about that adventure. It's an invitation for us to join him on the journey. And it's a journey that was tailor-made for you. He has plans, and he wants to come along. There's another great scripture. It's found in Psalm 34, verse 8. It says, "Taste and see that the Lord is good." Trust me to find all the scriptures that have to do with food. But reading it, there's a lot in it. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And what he's really saying here is, experience me. Come and experience all that I have planned for you firsthand. It's an invitation to join him. The question is, will you? And now, here's an invitation for you. Hit subscribe if you want to continue the journey with me. Who knows? We might become friends.